everyone, this is Simran, and welcome to another episode of The Unsaid. Today, I'm joined by Nawabzada Mohammed Asif Ali, Diwan to the Prince of Arcot. He's someone who carries legacy and history with grace, but also stays deeply connected to people, culture, music, and community. When we say the word Nawab, it gives us an instant sense of curiosity, royalty, and heritage. But beyond all that is a person with everyday emotions, experiences, and stories. Today, we are going to see a little bit more of that side. Welcome to the Unsaid, sir. It's a great pleasure having you here.
Thank you so much, Simran. It's my pleasure to be here at the onset.
Thank
Look
you.
forward to have some fun with you now.
Thank you so much. When people hear the word Nawab, they instantly think of, power, royalty, and grandeur. But what is something that you'd like to tell us about your everyday life where you feel completely ordinary and human?
This question is asked by my friends and people who are known to me, people who are I just meet somewhere in functions. The same question
Hmm.
in different ways they ask.
Hmm.
So people see usually, the royalty as glamour every day and you know like that kind of thing. But I think the happiest moment for anyone, whether you are royalty or anyone. It's just those little ordinary things, like family conversations
Hmm.
or spending time with the kids, playing a sport, listening to good music, laugh with children, and stuff like that. So, I think the best things are those. They don't carry any baggage with you. You just live for the moment. They're just those little ordinary things. I think that the title of any royalty, it gives you an image. But I think the simpler things, the emotion, the simple stuff in life,
Hmm.
I think that shapes your life. I think this applies to
Everybody.
anyone and
Yeah.
everyone.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't, connect with any kind of royalty or non-royalty or anyone. I think we all are at the end of it human beings who want to have a peaceful, happy life.
Great. So it's the simple, priceless moments that makes it
Absolutely yes. Absolutely yes. I think everyone will agree on that also.
true. You were born into history. So did that feel heavy growing up, like, carrying a legacy even before discovering yourself?
In a way, yes, because being born, in fact, uh, my last, I keep putting the stories on, Instagram and my social media, something or the other. It was about this. When you're born in a family, you're given a name, but it's all about how you give a dignified meaning to that name.
Hmm.
You know, yes, yes, definitely. When you're born into a family which is well known, there are a lot of expectations which come from it. Your actions is not just what you're doing; it's about the generations attached to it. So whatever you do, it's attached to
The
all the
legacy.
generations.
Hmm.
So it reflects your family, your entire generations. So I think it's a responsibility. It's a lot of pressure, but
Hmm.
it's all about how you work around it and give it a lot of dignity and respect. Not just because you're born into a certain family, but how you work hard to give that name
Hmm.
of the family you're born in a dignity in the society. I think that's what people have to work on.
And that's what mattered the most.
Yes, that's what
Yeah.
matters the most. No?
Right.
Yeah, that's that. Otherwise, living just under the umbrella of your name and your family name, it doesn't take you anywhere. Especially this youngster should know. It doesn't mean you're from royalty or non-royalty or you're anyone. But I've seen many people, many youngsters live just with that name of their father or the
Hmm.
name of their family. It
Hmm.
doesn't take them anywhere. It's just a U-turn. It comes back to where you start from.
Right.
So you work hard and give yourself an identity, which again reflects to
Your
the
family.
family.
Yeah.
So the youngsters, I want to talk about the youngsters of today, but as we keep talking, I'll talk.
Okay.
But huge potential they have. So
Hmm.
let them work on making an identity of themselves first. Right? That's very important. Yeah.
True. So people have a huge fascination for Amir Mahal. but for you it is home. So, what is the most personal or a memory that's really special to you?
Amir Mahal. Many people think it's a rich palace if you translate the word
Yeah,
Amir Mahal. But let
yeah.
me clarify today that Amir here doesn't mean rich. Amir here comes from the word Emir, which
Okay,
means prince.
okay.
So Amir Mahal means the palace of the prince. So it was the palace given or built for the prince of our court in the 1850s. So it's been about what, 175 years almost, or even, yeah, around that. So it still stands strong. But yes, it is a place people look up to because today Amir Mahal is a hub to bring people together. I mean, we do so many events there, art related, culture related, food related,
Hmm.
education related, sports related. So it's mainly a hub to bring people together. That's the official side of it. But for us, it's home. So every corner of Amir Mahal has a story. When I was growing up, we have so many memories, family gatherings, playing around there, different places of the palace. And yes, I think it's a time capsule of thousands of stories in one. So that's what when you sit and reflect on all those times spent there, it's just nostalgic.
Hmm.
And to grow up there and to live there, it's a blessing. It's a blessing. So and it's also a place where the family lives together as one community. And we have today people, not just the family and relatives, we have staff living there for generations. And we have cooks who are eighth, ninth generation who make only the biryanis, right? And there are one family who makes only the salans, the curries, and all that. And there is one family living for again eight, 10 generations. They make only the desserts and people living there. They come from all faiths, so it's like we have Muslims, Hindus, Christians living in peace and harmony. So historic place, and today, especially today, it's open to students. So I do a lot of events there. We invite students from schools, colleges. I talk to them. I motivate them. I try to motivate them, inspire them to become better citizens, I would say, of our country because they are the future. And I also happen to be a quiz master. So
Yes.
I, wherever I get a chance,
Hmm.
I do quizzes at Amir Mahal also. So I think that's what it is. Amir Mahal is today a home, but also a place to bring people together in the name of caste, creed, faith, whatever you call it, as one human beings. It's very important.
Lovely. Do you ever feel lonely in a life where people admire the title before even knowing the person behind it?
I used to. I
Okay.
used to, but I guess got used to the idea of that because people see your identity and they make an image of you in their head before knowing you.
Yeah.
So that itself can make you lonely. So earlier I used to feel that, but I got used to it because I think if you are genuine, if your heart is clean, um, their perspective of you goes beyond the image they have made.
Hmm.
So it's I think it's the values you have and how you value people. I think that it makes an impact. And also people should love you simply for what you are. And that cannot happen with people instantly meeting you.
Yes.
Take some time.
Yeah.
So it filters the people who want to stay with you. And when they are with you, you don't feel lonely. Earlier, it used to take time for me to um,
Differentiate.
differentiate and filter uh, people who just see you as an outside image and people who see your heart. So I think as
Time
I'm
goes.
understanding life,
Hmm.
the time is becoming shorter in understanding people.
Hmm.
So even the loneliness is not as long as it used to be. I
Hmm.
mean, I'm talking about loneliness in identifying people. Otherwise, by God's grace, as I said, it's a blessing to be happy with simple things, with family, with friends. I still read comics. I play video games. I play my piano, and other than my business, which we are in food and sports,
Hmm.
this is all my.
Things you like to do.
This is life,
Hmm.
right? So, okay, wait. On this note, I want to tell people, um, don't hoard your wealth. Okay, save your wealth. Don't hoard it at the expense of your life. I've seen people who are, when you're talking about loneliness. When you're talking about loneliness, people are lonely in spite of having millions in their bank account. Why? That's not life. Life is having enough savings, good money to enjoy life.
Hmm.
But I've seen people who are working from 9 to 9, right? 6 days a week, and Sunday they just rest. And they're becoming old like this. They are lonely, right? Because they don't have a family time, they don't have friends time, they don't have any time. Just money, 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 money. Where is the money going to take you? Those are the lonely people.
Hmm.
Live a life. Money will come.
Your family has witnessed generations of social and political change.
Yes.
What is one thing that you feel from the older generation today's world is really in need of?
I always talk to, wait, I love talking to kids.
Okay.
And one of the facts I speak always is this what you ask now. Because it's very important for kids to understand that, okay, it's very important for the adults to understand first that the kids today, they come from a different generation. Okay, we are from a different generation. My elders are from a different generation. We cannot expect our elders and us and our kids to be of the same thought process,
True.
right?
Yeah.
It's a different generation.
Yeah.
So it's a different time itself. So what I think the older generation. Wait, are we which generation we belong to? Old or young? Well, I think wait, I don't know. They have the Gen Z, Gen Y, Gen
This
X.
Gen
I don't know.
Alpha, it goes
All
on.
these are made by Gen Z only. Okay, I don't know what I come into. Gen Z, no, Gen Y maybe. I don't know. Millennials, so many names.
Yeah.
But I think what for the kids, what we can learn. I take my own example is that my older generation, they had depth,
Hmm.
they had a grace, and they had the patience to deal with things. It's very important. Even when they disagree of certain things, they will disagree without any hatred. Today, you see how things are. When you
Hmm.
disagree, there is a quarrel, there's a fight, there is a language being used. So that wasn't there. Even when they disagree with grace,
Hmm.
with dignity.
Hmm.
Dignity, even when the times are difficult. That is what we have to learn, and that is what our youngsters have to learn. Because the patience levels are minimum, right? I don't know when it'll go beyond minimum. Things have become so fast these days. Everything
Yeah.
is everything is quick, quick, quick. Everything
Instant.
is fast.
Yeah.
With that pace, they're also losing the grace and the dignity and the respect.
Hmm.
That is what they have to learn, and that is they cannot learn unless we teach them.
Hmm.
Because we were taught, but today we don't have the time to teach our children, right? We can't just talk to kids. When you talk with uh, the younger generation, they don't listen. They only see our actions and they follow, right? So
Yeah.
we have to believe in that and act ourselves so that our younger generation follows that.
Hmm.
So that's very important. And I think they have amazing potential to take forward things in their own way. We just have to guide them. So when
Right.
you're talking about older generation,
Hmm.
I'm talking about the future generation.
Hmm.
It's very important. Yeah.
Yeah. you are deeply involved in charity and social work, and also, uh, conducting quizzes for children and educational spaces. So, what is something that you've learned from children or doing these events and things like this?
Very good question. You know, the best book, the best learning experience comes from children. I mean, I learn a lot from children. I think the first thing, okay, wait, before that, it's not that some people do community service and some people come for service of the society. Everyone is doing it in their own way.
Hmm.
Some do it in their capacity, and some do it in a bigger capacity, right? So it all depends on how you do it. But yes, talking about kids, you learn a lot. I learn a lot from kids, and what I learned is when you give, that's the best kind of happiness you can look for. It's not that uh, because this thing I've learned from children, especially from the underprivileged children, they are the happiest, right? They don't have any minimum stress, minimum expectations. So when there is no stress and no anxiety, no worries, you live for the present,
True.
right? So the community service, what I try to do is to spend time with the children who are underprivileged. I love spending time with them. Well, if you see my social media post also, even the last one, we had children from a certain trust.
Hmm.
We invite them to Amir Mahal, and I spend time with them, and I love to tell them stories and talk to them, and they want to know so much, man.
Hmm.
This has taught me a lot of things. Kids want to know so much, and they ask you so many questions. When answering those questions, I'm learning a lot. Like
Hmm.
sometimes I get cornered what to what to answer, but yes, it's not ultimately it's not how people salute you which matters. It's what matters to me is that how they feel comfortable in my presence.
Right.
If someone gives you one salam, one salute, people feel, yeah, I got saluted for. They feel short-lived, right?
True. That's
If
short.
that person is comfortable and happy when you are with him or her, that is your victory.
Mhm.
So this is what community service has taught me. To the real respect comes from what you give, right? And that gives me a high, and that's the best high, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, so community service has taught me a lot of things to serve the society in different ways. And I'm still learning. And whatever we can, I think we all should come forward and make our society a better place to live in for our children and their children.
Right. So you are also a musician and someone who really appreciates arts. Do you think that is a way of an emotional escape for you sometimes?
First, tell me, have you seen my music video?
I have, I have.
You have, no?
Yes.
So yeah, I wait. Let me talk about the music video first.
Okay.
There was no. Okay, wait. Let me know which one you saw.
The
Raste,
one
Raste.
taken in the deserts.
The desert one.
Yeah.
Yes. So I had no plans to shoot a music video of that, but my friends told me this is a good song. I usually make music for other artists,
Okay.
right? So this is my passion,
Hmm.
and I have a studio at home where I compose music. I play the piano,
Hmm.
and one fine day I happened to play my song to the legendary artist Lucky Ali, and Lucky Bhai heard my song and he said, "Will you make the next album for me?" I said, "I'll
Okay.
be honored. I'll be glad." So this was in 2004, I guess. Yeah, 2004.
Hmm.
Then I made his album called Kabhi Aisa Lagta Hai. So
Okay.
that's when my music journey started seriously, on a very serious
Hmm.
note, right? I mean, composing music for Lucky Ali is not just everyone's cup of tea. You have to
Definitely.
be fortunate
Mhm.
to do that. So that's when um, I started making music seriously, and then I understood that music can be your companion in different times of your life, right? When you're emotional, best companion, or at least one of the best companions, is your musical instrument itself. So I play the piano. When you're stressed out, when you're happy, um, when you are with friends, you want to express your happiness. I play the music. I play my piano. So it's always been like that. And I think when you have to say something and nobody's able to understand what you're trying to say, then I make a tune.
So it's a way of expressing
Yeah, yeah,
yourself.
yeah, yeah. So that tune understands better than me saying the words,
Okay.
right? So I play it, and sometimes the tune is heard by people, and sometimes it's just me and the
Mm.
music. So it's kind of friend, I would say,
Hmm.
right? And yeah, so and music they say can heal people also, right? And first it heals the person who's playing it,
Yeah.
right? It makes things easy, and then what you have to express, you don't have to say it; you can just play it, right?
Yeah.
You see, in olden movies, whether it's English or Hindi or Tamil or any language, when someone wants to say something, girl to the guy or the guy to the girl, there's a song.
Yeah.
So the concept was invented to express your feelings. The best possible way is to sing. So that's how it is. That's how I see music.
Okay.
Yeah.
When people inherit a legacy, they usually imagine that, your life becomes easier. But what are some of the struggles that are rarely realized by people around you, but only you are aware of that comes with the title?
You know what? I feel that you're being watched continuously. People watch,
Constantly.
constantly being watched,
Yeah.
right? It applies to everyone in different degrees.
Hmm.
But yes, definitely your question answers to that. That it doesn't make you conscious or anything, but just that thing that you're being watched, and you have to be careful on what you say, what you do, how you behave, and people think that legacy means no struggles.
Yeah.
It removes all the struggles and your um, carefree life and all that. In fact, it removes privacy.
It does.
It does. It does. But definitely, I mean, it depends on how you handle it, how you deal with your private moments, and how you deal with your public time, and how you behave with people. Uh, One thing is what I believe very strongly is be nice to people, irrespective of they can be used to you or not. Right? They say that the best way to judge anyone is to see how he treats people who is of no use to him. Okay, so yes, definitely coming from a known family, you have to be slightly careful.
At all
But
times.
sometimes I get carried away. Sometimes suddenly I feel that let people think what they want. I have to say what I have to say,
Hmm.
and I say it. Either you say it in a speech or um, on a podcast like this, or type it on your
Yeah.
social media. But
I think
you
that's a
say,
comfortable way of being also.
yeah, but sometimes being rash is also not advisable, because
Hmm.
after that there should not be any moment of regret. Why did I
True.
say that? You can't undo it. Nowadays, whatever you say,
Is recorded.
screenshot. You can't even delete it.
Yeah.
People take screenshots. So yes, it comes with the legacy comes with the, I won't say baggage, but um too much of exposure, and it all depends on how you handle that with grace and dignity. But I think life teaches you, time teaches you. Time is a good teacher. Time is the best teacher.
Best teacher, yeah.
And the kids, again, I come back to the youngsters, whatever you tell them, they will learn by time
Hmm.
with your guidance. You just have to channelize them, guide them through the time for them to be safe and learn about life. Just because you have grown up, you've spent the time, you've learned, you want to put all that knowledge and experience
At
into the
once.
kids at once. Impossible. So let's accept that and keep moving.
What was your relationship with failure? Were you comfortable growing up? Were you like, okay, freely feeling failure, or like you said, being constantly watched? Did that make it harder for you?
I I don't know how to say it, but I I don't know what is a short tempered person. If I am a short tempered person, then failure made the temper come out of me. Used to. You can ask my friends who used to play a sport with me and how I used to. I'll take this very small example of losing a game.
Hmm.
I used to get frustrated.
Hmm.
I used to throw things off and this. Well, but as time progressed, I transformed that energy into a fact that failure is a process of learning. Failure is not losing, right? You lose without failure, there is no success, right? So, and this is what I tell in my speech to the students, especially, that there is never a failure. It's always a learning curve. And it humbles you also.
True.
If there is no failure, your head is always up. And when your head is up, you don't see what's on the floor. Then what happens? You fall on your
Yeah.
face, right? So failure definitely humbled me over time, and it makes you more compassionate because when you don't fail, your heart is hard. It doesn't become soft. So failure also makes your heart softer, and you enjoy success when it comes.
A lot more.
A lot more, definitely, because what saying is that they're saying no, the lotus flower, it looks so beautiful because it comes between the mud.
Hmm.
I'm not saying mud is bad or good, but
Yeah.
that is success. So you have to go through that to enjoy the success you get.
To the fullest.
Yes. And also, failure teaches you what you actually are.
Hmm. Where you're going wrong and
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Always success, success, success. It can be you're lucky, you're fortunate,
hmm. Hmm.
and succeeding always.
Hmm.
But it can affect your attitude towards life, attitude towards how you see
People.
people,
Hmm.
and to deal with people, to filter out people. Failure is important. Who stays with you when you have failed? That makes a difference. Because success, everyone is with you. During failure, who stands with you? They are your real friends. That's what I've learned.
True. So you interact with people from different areas of life, students, politicians, families, kids. What are some of the conversations that stay with you long after the people leave?
Oh, lovely question. You know, when you are at a gathering, where you you deal with different kinds of people, different conversations, different talks, different topics. But if you ask me, the conversations which stay back are the ones which are honest, the real, and simple conversations, not the high flying conversations. And also the conversations where you connect with, not where you zone out with, because I am very much inclined towards zoning out.
Okay.
Okay, you will never know.
Okay.
I'm not zoned out with you. Okay,
Thankfully.
no, no. Thankfully, I've not zoned out. But
Hmm.
my people who are very close to me, um, they know, who know me for like years together from my
Right.
childhood. They know exactly when I'm zoning out, and you cannot make up.
Okay.
So the conversations where I'm not zoning out is
Those
what
are
stays
good.
with me. And I zone out if I'm not into the conversation,
Okay.
because you can't tell anyone to stop talking, right?
Yeah.
You talk. I'm going somewhere and coming back. So I think honest conversations and simple conversations, especially with children.
Right.
As I said, uh, spending time with children is I enjoy the most their conversations, because very innocent conversations and the questions they ask and how you answer, because you have to become a kid to answer a kid, right?
I know.
And
Sometimes it's
I
just.
think everyone is a kid. They just want to behave like an adult, right? Everyone has a kid inside. I think that's what matters the most. So yeah, simple. I think simple conversations have the deepest meaning, right? People try to complicate things and use language, also complicated language, to talk. All that is not me. That's why I still read comics, right?
Good.
Simple, honest conversation stay the longest, stay for good.
Has there been a moment when you wanted to step away from all your responsibilities and just live anonymously without any expectations or any, public life?
As I said, when I have to escape, I zone out. No, okay, wait, jokes apart, but yes, um, many a times, not just me or you, everyone wants to, have their me time, either for a short time or for a long time,
Hmm.
right? You want to just be just you and yourself for a few minutes,
Yeah.
or you want to go for a few days away.
Yeah.
Or sometimes you're so fed up of things around you, just want to leave. I don't know when to come back. That happens to everyone. But I
Hmm.
think as for me, yes, definitely. For me, anything out of the routine, it's like a reset.
Okay.
It's like a system reset. It's
Hmm.
very important for everyone. For everyone. In fact, I've given a talk on this topic that uh, I will not tell the topic what it was called, because it was called. It was very. The word should not have been used, but it was used and it was liked by those people. It was mainly for the corporates, the corporate people, how stretched their life is, and how anxious they are, living in the past to present, and not having a me time, and taking they wait for a
Hmm.
time when they have to go for a holiday, because
Hmm.
they cannot.
Hmm.
Some people can, they don't, but some
Yeah.
people want to, but they cannot.
Yeah.
Right. So my talk was on how people want to enjoy life by going away from what they're doing.
Hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
You want to enjoy life on a weekend where you don't have to do what you did for 5 days.
Hmm.
When you're talking about escaping, everyone wants to escape, right? 9 to 5 jobs, 5 o'clock, they want to get out. Nobody wants to stay. So, what is life when you're enjoying it, when you're not doing what you're doing in life?
Hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? So, if, like for example, Friday evening, you, me, everyone here, have a good weekend, they'll say. Monday, who says have a good week? They want to get away from what they're doing to enjoy life.
Hmm.
So this is what I'm saying. It's a kind of a reset. What is that word? It rejuvenates you.
Hmm.
You reset and you come back.
Yeah.
Right. So yes, but also eventually you learn to make peace with your responsibility, and you enjoy what you're doing, that is the real success,
Yeah.
right? So you don't have to escape somewhere. You be there, and that's your escape.
Hmm.
You enjoy what you're doing, like how what you're enjoying what you're doing.
Yeah.
You're enjoying the unsaid. This is what it is.
I think that's a blessing to live that way,
It
to
is a
enjoy.
blessing. I think every artist, their escape is their art. When you asked about, you know, going away,
Hmm.
artists don't have to go away anywhere, right?
True.
And I say there are two kinds of people, two categories of people. 9 to 5 is one category, and the second category are artists.
Hmm.
An artist can be in any field as long as you try to create stuff what you want to create.
Hmm.
In that 9 to 5 zone, also you can have artists. It's all about your attitude. So let's enjoy by escaping to do what you're doing at
Every day.
this moment.
Hmm.
Living, that is life.
Right.
I think people have to know this. I think we cannot do anything about it because the industrial revolution has put us in the situation
Yeah.
where you cannot, people cannot.
Today, it also looks like a privilege to a lot of people.
It looks like,
Yeah.
see, in those times, uh, before the industrial revolution, like for example in Spain, they used to uh, plant their seeds and just forget their fields for 3 months.
Hmm.
They used to eat, drink, live, music, enjoy life, right? Take an afternoon nap. What do you call it? Siesta.
Hmm.
And after 3 months, their crop comes up. They take it out, sell it, get the money, enjoy life. This is life. That's the escape.
Hmm. Do you feel that heritage and history is simply becoming aesthetics and not something that people genuinely understand or value?
100% yes. Uh, People, wait, before that, I want to say something. It's
Yeah.
very important that people know the history of not just about a palace or about a family or about um, anything around them. They have to know the history of the land they are born in,
Hmm.
to have respect for the land, for the people there, and for yourself.
Hmm.
It's very important. Otherwise, today, as you said, everything is being captured in like photographs and videos, and it's becoming more like people taking selfies, going to a historic place or landmark, and just taking selfies. And next day, they don't even know what they did. It's just for that selfie moment. They want to stand in front of a monument. So it's all becoming like materialistic.
Hmm.
But how many of us are trying to understand what are the stories behind that?
Yeah.
What is the history behind this place? Because that will teach you a lot of things, especially the
Youngster.
children. Children again, because it's very important.
Yeah.
Mainly because they can try to avoid the errors and the mistakes what the earlier generation did. That's why history is important, and to have respect for yourself, as I said, and your surroundings. Otherwise, today we should be aware that the younger generation are becoming more like machines because they are always with a machine. Right? This this will teach them how to be more human. There is a joke I was reading on the social media. Um, two kids always on their gadget, right? Chatting or playing games, online games, this that. Always go to school, come back glued to the screen
Hmm.
till they sleep. Wake up again to the screen. One day the power cut happens in that area. So power cut at this guy's house and the friend's house. So no internet, no Wi-Fi, no gadget. Evening they meet, and this guy asks the friend, "What you did, man, today? Entire day there was no power. What you did?" And the reply is epic. Nothing, ma. I spent time with my family members. They seem to be nice people. So what's happening? Where are we heading?
Yeah.
It's very important that the we don't live for just for the aesthetics, but
Hmm.
we live for the value behind those aesthetics. It's very
Right.
important.
You've grown around tradition while also seeing a rapid change in the generation. What is something that you admire or really think that the youth is giving you hope for?
I gave a talk about the Gen Z and how we have to trust them. The issue is the older generation is not trusting them,
Hmm.
and there is a gap which has to be bridged because the potential they have, their attitude, their quick learning, multitasking is unbelievable because they have evolved like that from their childhood.
Hmm.
You can't even imagine how my kids, especially my son, during his exams, he has his book with him, his laptop is on, right? His mobile is on here, and the TV is on there. So he's doing four things and he's studying. I don't tell him anything. I encourage him because the results are important.
Hmm.
He's getting good marks. I don't believe in high marks. I never believed in high marks because I can challenge you that academically being the best, 90%, 95%, is not a guarantee for success.
Definitely.
Definitely, yes. So the Gen Z, the youngsters, as you said, they are this. And the
Hmm.
only thing we have to do is to guide them and trust them and to invest in them.
Hmm.
Not just money, your time,
Hmm.
your efforts, channelizing them, showing them the proper path.
Hmm.
They'll take the path. Which path to take? Just guide them a little bit here there. But I think also they're fearless. They take a risk, calculated, non-calculated. But yes, let them. They'll learn. Uh, and they're not afraid to express themselves.
Yeah.
Sometimes too much. Sometimes sometimes being too expressive.
Yeah.
But yes, the gap has to be bridged, and it's not so easy. It's not so easy because the older you get, the more stubborn you become, and the more stubborn you become, the more difficult it becomes to connect with the younger generation.
True.
So it should be. It's. I don't know how to say it, but it's a thing which has to be balanced, and this education has to be given to the elders and the should, but someone has to do it. I think the Gen Z will do it
Hmm.
because now they are taking over. The youngsters are taking over every field, including politics. And we look forward for the youngsters to do amazing stuff for the society, for the state, for the country.
Right.
Yes,
What's one stereotype that people have about royal families that really makes you laugh?
that luxury is non-stop. That's what it's a general assumption, no? That
Yeah.
you know everything is glamorous, luxury every time. This is a general assumption, but I think in different levels, we all have our own luxuries, our comforts. But I think for me, what matters most is when you are happy, that's a luxury.
Hmm.
When you're content, it's very important. When you're content with what you have, that is the biggest luxury. And people realize that sometimes too late.
Yeah.
They are sometimes overconfident with the what they have, and when they lose it, God forbid, then they realize that the basics were the luxury, not the luxury, because the luxury becomes the basic there. It's very important. So yeah, and they also people assume that our lives are far from human, right? So they categorize, you know, from human beings to
Yeah.
super human beings, and we do that with actors, we do that with the politicians,
Yeah.
we do that with anybody,
Public figures
celebrity,
mostly. Yeah.
celebrity. We think that they are superhumans, but the happiness comes from the same things. You laugh with the same jokes, they cry over the same emotions. I think it's just human.
Hmm.
And yes, we also have seen people of different celebrities, non-celebrities. They have their own responsibilities. They have their own emotional struggles. They have their um, sacrifices to do. In fact, I think the more celebrated you are, the
Hmm.
more you have to sacrifice. A person who's just pulling a cart, eating 2 or 3 times a day, and having a peaceful sleep is much more happier than people who have all the money in the world and struggling to survive with a happy life. So that's very important. Yeah, otherwise, what people see and what is actually there, two
Different.
extremes, actually.
Hmm.
And they say that, when you have to judge a person, you see how they behave with the family,
Hmm.
not how they behave in public, right? Because everyone has three masks.
Hmm.
One mask is when you're with the public,
Hmm.
you put on a different mask. Another mask is when you're with your family. And your third mask is when you're alone, right? So that's actually you, right? And when you're with your family, you put on a family mask. But the dangerous mask is the one you put on in public. Okay? Some people have that mask, and some people don't have that mask. Better you don't have it. Just be what you are.
Hmm.
Because when you ask the question, people only see the mask and they assume things,
Yeah.
right? Who said that? I think it was somebody said it. It was a joker. We call it joker in a circus.
Yeah. Yeah.
He said, everyone wears a mask. Mine is seen.
Nice.
Yeah. So, yeah, I think the one line answer is people think the luxury is non-stop. We have to pray that the luxury of being happy is non-stop.
Hmm.
That's the best luxury. Yeah.
So at the end of the day, when the events are over and the noise has left the room, who is Muhammad Asif Ali with himself?
I like to be with people who are genuine, and I like to be me when I'm with myself and with you and with people. One thing I cannot stand is uh, fake attitude. So when you ask, who am I? I'm what I am.
Hmm.
Take it or leave it. I will not become you to be accepted by you. And in that way, people will love you more.
Yeah. The
Because,
real ones, at least.
yeah, yeah. People are too smart to appreciate your fake attitude, and which they will appreciate. That thing I cannot stand.
Hmm.
And I like spending time with family, friends, real people, simple people. Because when we were growing up as kids at in our campus has enough people while growing up to play with.
Hmm.
We don't have to go outside and play, nor we have to call people from outside to play with. We
Oh.
had enough kids to play.
Hmm.
And all my friends, okay, 10% of them were my cousins. My brother was there, my cousins were there. 90% were our staff children.
Hmm.
So they all lived there. So we were all friends. Even now we are friends,
Hmm.
right? That is what I am. I love spending because we were taught that as kids. Just be you. Right? Choose friends based on your comfort level, your character, their character. See the character uh, the kid and make friends. Not and very importantly also, I want to extend my answer on this and say that what I teach my children, my wife and I both, we teach our children to make friends based on character, not on what faiths they come from.
Hmm.
It's very important. If you ask me what I am there to tell people to eradicate the thought of making friends based on what faith or background they come from. Right? That's what we encourage.
Hmm.
And today, our place, Amir Mahal, is also the hub to bring people together, as I said.
Hmm.
See, end of the day, you believe in God or you don't believe in God. The two kinds of people. Either you can believe in God or don't believe in God. And when you believe in God, it's the same one God. There is no two gods. There cannot be two gods. No different God for Muslim, not for Hindu, not for Christian, not for Sikh. You refer to him by different names,
Yeah.
right? You have your own different fates of different paths to reach the creator. But the creator is one.
Hmm.
So that's what I I propagate,
Hmm.
especially to our youngsters, to believe in that and to come out of all this nonsense of religious politics and dividing people in the name of caste, creed, religion. I think our Gen Z are already away from all that. They are more into development. They are
Yeah.
more into progress. They are already away from all this nonsense of dividing people in the name of religion. That's what I am.
Hmm.
I believe in that, and that's what I do every single day. I propagate that. That there is, if you don't believe in God, you that's different.
Yeah.
That's your problem,
Yeah.
right? But when you believe in God, don't fight over it, right?
True.
Live for it. And people have to understand that.
Yeah.
And I also give examples that we are all one model. If there were two gods, there were two models of human beings, right? And we have the same color blood. If someone wants blood, God forbid, in some any cases, you want blood in the hospital. Hindu will never say, I want Hindu person's blood. A Muslim will not say, I want Muslim person's blood. Likewise, Christian, Sikh, Buddhist, whatever. They say human blood. That
Yeah.
says it all, man. That we are one creation of one creator. Let's live with it. Let's live happily, united, together, progress together, work for the development, work for the future, make this world a better place. End of it. That's what I want to propagate. That's what I want to encourage. That's my drive to make this world a better place. Just be yourself and be yourself.
I think that's a wonderful, wonderful thought. And with that, we have come to the end of the show.
Not yet.
Okay.
Because I have a question for you.
Oh, really?
Yeah. The name, which says the unsaid,
Yes.
right? How did you think of the name the unsaid and what does it mean?
So, the idea of the show is to mainly speak about things that go unspoken.
Okay.
And that's how the name Unsaid came to my mind. So, I want to talk about unfiltered thoughts and unfiltered conversations with lots of people from different walks of life. And mainly to not speak about if they happen to be from media or whatever that they do, whatever their profession is. I don't want to glorify just that or make that the point of their entire being, because there's a lot more to a person than what they do. And I have always had more interest in having conversations with people on those lines. So that
Very,
was how.
very well said and very nice name, very catchy name.
Thank you.
And it was great pleasure to be here
Thank
at
you.
your podcast. And more than anything, I enjoyed your questions
Thank you.
and the way you handled this episode and the way you asked the questions. Very elegant, and I'm sure you also enjoyed uh,
Yes,
the
of course.
being together on
So many
this
things to
episode.
learn today.
I don't know about that because I learned a lot of things today by answering your questions.
Yeah.
Very well done,
Thank you so
and
much.
wish you all the best.
Thank you.
God bless. Thank you so
Thank you
much.
so much. Sometimes the word history feels distant to us, like it only belongs in the books, monuments, and old photographs. But conversations like these remind us that behind legacy are real people with real emotions, real experiences, and stories. Thank you so much, sir, for doing this with us today. Until next time, see you soon and take care.